Well, a warm welcome, everybody, to today's session with the Light Warrior Collective. My name is Wouter. I'm your tech host for today. If there are any technical difficulties, send me a direct message and I'll sort you out as soon as possible. And for today's introduction, I will hand it over to our one and only Master Trent.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Well, from Texas anyway, maybe evening or afternoon where you are, taking that for granted, the global connection. But Light Warriors, this is a place where we meet for empowerment, for global universal truth, for advancement. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being a part of this. Excuse me. We've been doing this over 4 years, changing lives, and hey, connecting, getting to know people from all over the world. So thank you so much for being a part of it and for making this what it is. Today, Jenny, one of our latest additions to the core team, is giving us a talk on universal law. She's been doing a lot of great talks about that so far and helping us get more knowledgeable on that. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to Jenny.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. And I am so happy to lead you today in part 3 of the universal laws. And welcome to today. I'm happy to take you on this journey through the universal laws. This is part 3, and we will first start off with the law of cause and effect. Life happens for you, not to you. You create your reality. Nothing happens by chance. Our lives are controlled by the choices we make. Change your actions and you change your life. The law of cause and effect states, for every effect or outcome, there is a definite cause. Likewise, for every cause, there is a definite outcome. Or simply put, there is a reason for everything that happens. Thoughts, behaviors, habits, and actions create specific effects that manifest and become your life as you know it. If you're not happy with the effects or the outcomes in your life that you've created, then you must change the cause that created it in the first place. Change your behaviors and habits will change your outcomes. Change your actions and you change your life. For example, if you desire to be successful in sales, it means picking up the phone and opening your email to reach clients. If you're an aspiring author, it means making the time to write. If you desire to learn perhaps a new language or to play a musical instrument, it means practicing consistently. The habits you instill are the cause, and your current reality, your life right now, is the effect. Who you are is the cause, and the life you have is the effect. Said differently, your reality is a reflection of the person you are being. The causes you initiate impact what you get in return. So, if you want to be loved, love those around you. If you want to receive abundance, give generously, even if it's just your time. If you want a healthy life, eat nutritious and exercise regularly. Every single thing we do causes an effect, and any action causes a reaction or a consequence, good or bad. Success is not an accident, nor is failure an accident. The opposite of success is not failure, but mediocrity. Failure is just feedback. It is the effect of causes that happened before it. Whenever you're not happy with things in your life, take a moment and pause and reflect what it is you're not happy about. Trace it back to the causes that made that outcome. For example, if things in my business move too slowly, or I'm not at the goals I desire to achieve, I can reflect and ask myself, where am I moving too slowly? Or what have I prioritized? Or perhaps what have I not prioritized? Or maybe things are feeling too complicated. Pause and reflect. Ask yourself, am I overcomplicating things? Or how can I simplify things? Or maybe if things in life feel hard or difficult, reflect and ask, how am I making this difficult? Or perhaps ask, where do I need to seek help? The issue is, we are not always aware of our thought pattern and the effects created from it. We find ourselves in circumstances that end up happening from a low vibe space, or perhaps we revert to victim mentality and we ask, why me? Why is this happening to me? Instead of why me, take a breath and ask a more empowering question. What did I do to contribute to this? When we become accountable for the effects we have in our lives, we create a more empowering causes that will yield better circumstances. When we see we are not puppets, but the puppet masters, align your thoughts and actions with the results you seek. Trust that every action will have a reaction. What we put out may not come back right away, but the energy we do put out has a ripple effect and will create an outcome. This law, the law of cause and effect, as well as the law of compensation, are also known as the law of karma. To harness the power of karma, be aware and mindful of your actions and decisions, for they affect you and others by this ripple effect. The practical use of the law of cause and effect is to dismiss and eliminate the negative energy and emotions not serving you. Prioritize positive feelings and vibrations. We all remember that cone of emotions and the spiral up to the higher vibrations. That's what we seek to embody. Now, why, if this is so simple, do we sometimes have a hard time with it? Well, we can sum it up in one word: awareness. Awareness of our thoughts, awareness of our actions, awareness of our intentions, and the ripple effect that it creates. So often in our lives, we operate on autopilot. For example, how many times have we driven home and yet we can't remember passing the oak tree we always pass, or perhaps passing that yellow house we always pass, yet somehow we arrived home safely? This is autopilot. And so much of our life is routine, doing the same things every day, that we often operate in autopilot mode. For instance, we get up, we have breakfast, we go to work, we come home, have dinner, go to bed, repeat. Or perhaps for those with children, we get up, we get the kids ready for school, go to work, have dinner, go to bed, repeat. Our lives are on autopilot so many times. And when we are on autopilot, we miss, or perhaps we don't recognize, the opportunity to upgrade our thoughts and actions to reap a more favorable result. Awareness is key. How do we use this law to our benefit? Remember, the actions you take now are affecting a future. Remember, the actions you take now are creating a future effect on your life. Your decisions today define your tomorrow. You create your life. Nothing happens by chance. You create your reality. The energy of every thought, word, emotion, habit, and behavior has an effect or consequence of the same vibration that created it. There is also another name for this law. It's called the law of reaping and sowing. And we've all heard the expression, you reap what you sow. Well, just like a farmer wouldn't plant any seed and expect a garden to grow, also you wouldn't plant corn and expect beans to grow. You plant the seeds of what you desire to grow. So if you put more abundant causes in the world, like joy, appreciation, love, peace, and generosity, you will receive like in return. Sow the seeds of love and kindness, and it's only a matter of time that you'll reap a harvest of what you've sown. The law of compensation states that what you do affects what you get. Or in other words, you will be compensated in life based on what you give, the actions you take, and the feelings and things you say, how you feel. All of this will determine how you will be compensated. You get out of life what you put into it. If you continue to do what you've always done, you will continue to get what you've always got. If you continuously make an effort to put good things out into the world, that is what you will receive most of. So if what we do affects what we get, we must be aware of what we are doing. Our efforts and contributions determine the return we will receive. Are you perhaps interested in a promotion or deeper relationships or a more meaningful, intimate engagement with your spouse, or perhaps a less stressful life? The secret to achieving your goals may lie in making the law of compensation work for you. Your compensation reflects your value. Your value is determined by your actions. Better work or positive actions yields greater value, which of course yields greater compensation. The law of compensation is not just about earning more money or climbing the corporate ladder. It is about increasing your value by focusing on your contribution rather than your reward. The beauty of this is in doing so, it happens to improve our rewards in many ways. Compensation, though, is not just the money in the form of a raise at work. It comes in many blessings, such as good health, loyal friends, a loving partner and family, meaningful relationships. It can manifest as teachers or mentors at the right time. It can be more rewarding work. Each of these contributes to less stress in life. The law of compensation reminds us of our responsibility that we are consciously and unconsciously creating all the time. It reminds us to pay attention to what we think and what we feel. Our thoughts, negative or positive, affect us and others around us every day. So pay attention to your thoughts and your words and your actions. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. For example, if you look around and you do not have a life of what you want, take a moment for some honest reflection. Negativity breeds negativity. Jealousy creates more jealousy. Anxiety creates more uncertainty, just like healthy habits create a healthier life. Remember, what you put out into the world, you will receive as compensation. If we are not happy with what we've received as compensation, we can change it. And if any of this is a trigger, recognize that triggers can be seen as an opportunity for growth. Become more positive. See more beauty. Find good in the world. Decide to be a cheerful person. Decide to be someone who smiles. Decide to be someone that is lucky. Decide to find lessons in adversity. Decide to bring more value in your work. Decide to be open in communicating. Your decisions matter. If you believe the world is abundant, you will have more abundance. You attract more of what you are. What you think about is what you become. Your thoughts and beliefs create emotions. Your emotions, which is energy in motion, create your actions. Your actions create a result. Your results become your reality. You are manifesting your identity. You are compensated fairly and appropriately for what you put out into the world within a timeline that is appropriate for your highest good. So then, what is the difference between the law of cause and effect and the law of compensation? Well, the law of cause and effect is the action to spark the change, and the law of compensation is the energetic return of those cumulative actions. So slow down, pay attention to what is going on around you and within you. Guard your words and your thoughts carefully. You get out of life what you put into it. So be your best self in whatever you do. Be generous and kind, and then generously accept it with open arms when it comes back to you. I'd like to invite you now to find a comfy seat, and I'll guide you through this meditation. I invite you now to close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And allow yourself to sink into a state of deep relaxation and let go of any tension or stress in your body. Imagine a column of light pouring down from above and entering your crown. And as it fills your body, your eyes relax, your jaw relaxes, your neck and shoulder relaxes. This light moves through your body, and your arms relax. Your back relaxes. It moves through your legs, and your legs relax. And then imagine that this column of light through your root goes down deep to the center of the earth. And then imagine this earth energy coming up through this light column, back into your body and centering into your heart space. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, imagine any stress or tension leaving your body. Many times we hold tension in our neck and our shoulders, and that space becomes so hard and angry. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, lower those shoulders and imagine all the tension going out with your breath. Repeat to yourself, I release this stress and let it go. Now imagine a bright light in front of you. This light represents peace and calmness. See yourself walking towards the light, feeling more and more relaxed with each step. And when you reach the light, imagine yourself completely immersed in it, feeling a sense of peace and calmness wash over you. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Know that you are safe. I would like you to find a place of stillness and comfort in this light. It can be a real place, or it can be an imagined place, as long as it makes you feel good. Imagine this place. I would like you to describe it in your mind. What does it look like? Are there any smells that stand out? What about the sounds you hear in this beautiful place? Take a moment to know what this place feels like and why you feel so at peace here. Good. Now I would like you to catch this place in a snow globe and set it down in your mind. Put this globe somewhere easily accessible and come back to it whenever you're feeling stressed or fearful. Hold on to this inner calm like a comforting hug. Know that you are always safe here. Repeat to yourself, I am at peace. I am calm. I am at peace. I am calm. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. And as you leave this light, you are at peace. And you take this calmness with you. Again, take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. And wiggle your toes. Now wiggle your fingers. Stretch your arms and your legs. And take a moment to observe your thoughts and your feelings. And when you feel ready, slowly open your eyes and carry the sense of peace and calmness with you. Namaste.